Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. In this tutorial I'm going to be teaching you how to fix frequency masking, frequency conflict, frequency interference, basically when frequencies clash with each other. So if you feel like your mixes aren't clear enough and they don't sound transparent, make sure to watch this video till the end, because I'm going to teach you how to fix that problem in 3 simple steps. So before we start talking about the actual plugins that will fix that problem, I want to start with the arrangement. So the arrangement is the most important thing that will basically determine whether you have a clear or a muddy mix. And let me explain this concept to you guys. So let's have a look at the instruments, the drums, the bass. As you can guys see and hear, I don't have a lot of elements, instruments that are playing at the same time. And when you are doing the same thing, that will help your mixes to sound more clear. And basically, if you have too many instruments, effects, whatever, drums playing at the same time, it means that you will not have enough of free space for your mix to breathe. I mean, I'm trying to tell you like an analogy that your mix should breathe, it should be alive. So if it's like too overcrowded, it's not gonna sound alive, it's just going to be really muddy. And in this example, guys, I have the kick and the bass. And now I also have a lead. But if you look at lead, it doesn't play together with the... Oh, actually, it does. But the thing is, it's not always a bad thing when your instruments stack on top of each other. But sometimes, if you have too many elements that are playing at the same time, you won't be able to achieve a clear and transparent mix. So in this example, I have one note that is playing together with my bass, and here I have another note that is playing, but this time it actually plays here, so it's a gap between my bass notes. And by doing that, we are creating more space for our mix. And one more thing, I have a flute sound that is basically playing together with my lead. So let's play the lead without the drums, so just the lead and the kick and bass. As you can guys hear, it's a lot of free space here that I've saved for the vocal, because I want to have a vocal in this track. And when you are making arrangements, you should be really thinking about how much space you have so your mix can breathe and sound alive. Because, for example, if I were just, let's say, copy this pattern, you're gonna hear, guys, that it doesn't sound that good. Maybe if I do like that. I mean, it doesn't sound good, as you guys can hear, like, it's obvious. And when we are applying that rule, I mean, it's not a kind of rule that you can't break, but in most cases, it's good to know rules and follow them. But if you know why you're doing something, it's absolutely okay to not to follow the rules. So now with the flute, it sounds like that. Since the flute is an instrument that doesn't have a lot of low end, it doesn't really clash with the frequencies of the bass. And here, the concept is that if you use the same frequency spectrum for, let's say, two instruments, they're gonna mask each other. So when you are making your arrangements, make sure that it's only one instrument that is taking a specific frequency spectrum. So in this example, I have one lead that is like low, mid, something like that. I have a flute that is high, mid, and highs, and I have a bass that is my low end. So basically that's it. And I also have drums that sound like that. So basically not a lot of elements are playing at the same time. And the next tip for you guys is sound design, but it's really connected with the first rule or first tip that I've told you right now. So when you are making your sounds, make sure that they don't take the same frequency spectrum. So if we're talking about electronic dance music, it doesn't work the way like rock music, pop music, acoustic music, because in acoustic music you really mix, but in electronic dance music we are actually making a good sound from the beginning when we are selecting the samples, when we are sound designing leads, pads, kick and bass, everything. So even without mixing, your track should sound good. And if you can really achieve that, it means that you are doing a great job and you are a really skilled music producer. So that's the skill you should really learn and understand these concepts. And now, guys, the most interesting part comes. So I'm gonna show you one plugin that I use that is gonna take your mixes to the next level if you apply these tips I told you just now. And the plugin is called Smooth Operator. Basically, it's the same thing. I think you might know Soothe too. It's a dynamic resonance suppressor, or with simple words, you can describe these type of plugins as dynamic de-esser, but you can use it not only for de-essing the vocal, they also work really great on mid-low frequencies. So let me show you guys. I have, let's say, yeah, let's take the lead. Let's take the lead, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to apply this smooth operator. Basically, it's the same thing as this one, like DSEQ, and the same thing as Soothe. These plugins, they do the same thing. So they react to the sound and they reduce the resonances on pleasant frequencies, and they are making the sound like more focused. You can focus more on the sound, so you can hear it's better in the mix. It's more transparent, it's more pronounced. So let me show you guys. So for example, I just take the basic preset. I'm not going to change a lot, so maybe we can apply something here, the lows, yeah, something like that, and apply a little bit less, and without the flutes. Let's exaggerate it a little so you can really hear the difference. Oops, this one. And now without this effect. It's a bit muddy, and I would even say it's muddy. And with that effect, it really becomes focused, it's transparent, you can really hear the lead in the mix. So it doesn't have a lot of low end, but it still sounds good. And if I would do the same thing on my bass line, because that plugin you can use on any sound. Or actually, guys, I'm already using it on the bass line. So let me show you just the kick and the bass. And without smooth operator. Really muddy. And if you combine that effect with an equalizer, with the sound design, with the arrangement and a proper gain staging, like the balance, the actual balance in your mixes are going to sound amazing, really transparent, really clear, punchy. So that is the plugin. As if you've heard of Soothe 2, that was, I think, the best plugin of 2020. It won the award of 2020, the best plugin. Basically, it's the same plugin but more affordable. So if you can't buy Soothe 2 for, I think it costs 200 euros, you can get this one for 40 bucks, something like that. So it's not really that expensive, but it's gonna take your mixes to the next level. So yeah, that was everything for today, guys. I hope that I could give you some cool tips. I hope that you learned something, and if you did, please follow or subscribe to the channel, like this video. Leave your comment below. Maybe you want to connect with me, maybe I have missed something, or you just want to say hello. That is absolutely fine. I'm always open to start conversation with new people, and it's always nice to talk to you guys, and I really appreciate that. And yeah, if you need some help with music production, like a mentor, a teacher that is gonna make a personal learning plan for you, yeah, just send me a message via Instagram. I'm going to leave my link down below in one of the comments, so you can just say hello and that you need some help, and I will help you guys. So that was all for today. Thank you very much, guys, for watching this video, and I see you guys on Tuesday. Bye.